Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, Tony, I know you were just looking at the levels of the rivers, and you had some interesting information.
I mean, I really can't stress enough how serious potentially some of this river flooding may be over the next couple of days. Now, if you remember the record-setting flooding on the Patuxent River a couple of weeks ago, the river made it to 15 feet. Some of our computer models are now indicating that the Patuxent may actually go to 16 feet by Wednesday. So we are talking some big-time flooding here. Very serious situation in the works. All right, here's the situation. We don't have any river flooding right now, but with additional rainfall today, tonight, tomorrow night, more than likely river flooding is going to occur. Now, even though we've been highlighting the Patuxent a lot lately because it is a very flood-prone river, other rivers and streams can't be ignored, and that includes the Blackstone as well. Here's the Doppler radar with moderate to at times heavy rain, and obviously we're not talking scattered here. Your entire TV set at home covered in green, so it's a widespread rain. Very heavy rain, or actually moderate rain in downtown Providence. Right now it's been windy as well. Been holding to that 49 degrees now for the last 2-3 hours. Of course, humidity on the high side at 93%. Now, as far as flooding for today, localized poor drainage flooding of some streets is likely. This won't be caused by any rivers overflowing their banks, just poor drainage flooding. Normally some of those low-lying streets that don't do well during heavy rain situations, some ponding on the roads. So be careful. You know, so many times in these heavy rain situations we hear of hydroplaning accidents where, you know, you're going too fast. Go easy on the gas pedal in some of the standing water. So localized flooding likely, street flooding. I want to draw your attention. These are pictures in the Natick section of West Warwick. This is actually River Street back on March 15th when we had that significant record-breaking flooding. And we may see scenes like this, if not worse, along parts of the Patuxent River, and why we're taking this situation very seriously. Here's the rainfall totals so far, anywhere from a little over a half inch along the South Shore to close to an inch and slightly higher in our northern suburbs, with additional heavy rain to follow. So the accumulated forecasts for the rainfall now through Tuesday night on the order of 3 to 5 inches with isolated higher amounts. And the problem is these rivers never get a chance to recover in between rainstorms, so they're already swollen, and you throw in all that rain in these river basins, and why we have a serious situation in the works here. So the flood warning for the areas in green, local rivers and streams. Even if you don't live near a river or a stream, if you have property that normally has a lot of standing water, then when the ground is saturated, basement flooding and things like that, you want to be aware of the situation over the next couple of days. Temperatures outside now in the upper 40s to low 50s. Two satellite and radar perspectives. You can see the close-up one showing all this moisture coming up from the mid-Atlantic states. But here's the problem. We're getting a tropical connection. We call this a tropical connection when the pipeline of moisture extends all the way down into the Bahamas. So this is tropical air that's actually coming up the coastline, and why it has the ability to produce these downpours over a short period of time. So for the remainder of the afternoon, more of the same. Windy, rainy, heavy at times, temperatures in the mid-50s. The heaviest rain is actually coming later tonight. So here's a more detailed look at the remainder of the afternoon hours. Mid-50s with a gusty southeast wind and some soaking rains. That includes southeastern Mass, the Cape, and the islands. Very heavy rain tonight. Temperatures mild, and will continue with very heavy rain at least for the first half of Tuesday as the storm system really wraps up. It doesn't let up until tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. Some leftover light showers on Wednesday. Huge improvements Thursday through the holiday weekend. Easter weekend is looking spectacular with sunshine and very warm temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s. But obviously in the near term, we are concerned over the next couple of days with this very heavy rain. And while we do always kind of point out the Patuxent River because it floods so often, smaller rivers and streams need to be monitored very closely. Folks along the Patuxent River, this could very well be a very serious situation, and why you want to check back with us over the next couple of days.
All right. We know you keep an eye on it. Thanks, Tony.